Later, we're on the move with a farming family from Fermanagh preparing to go stateside tonight at 10:45. But now on BBC One, revving up and raring to go retro, here's Caroline Stewart.
Funky hair, funky shades, funky jeans, funky wheels. This is retro. Play the music. So this week on Petrolheads, we go retro with a little help from Rule 6, the custom culture people. Here's a taster of what I'm in for. In the programme, how to modify your car surfer style.
I'm a petrolhead. I have petrol in my veins instead of blood.
I get my own car to spruce up, but have ideas above my station.
What am I going to do with that?
And we catch up with the progress of the build-off challenge between Larne and Bangor. So here I am, once again, in the middle of nowhere, and I desperately need to hitch a ride. And it just so happens that there's a convoy of fabulously retro-looking motors heading my way. This one has to be my ride. Apart from anything, I'm in the right outfit. Thank you so much for stopping. Happy days. Very kind of you. I feel like there's a wee hippie bus in Edley. Scooby-Doo, you have one of these?
Yep, they've got a very similar.
This is our very own magic bus. I love it. It seems I've hitched a lift with the crew from Rule 6, a custom culture gang who just love their VWs. They're on their way to a car show in Portrush. You're not actually from Portrush, Brett, are you?
No, I'm from California.
You're from California. You must be feeling a wee bit of cold here today.
Just a bit, just a bit.
Later in the programme, our Petrolheads Challenge Cup. But before we do that, let's have a look at a modified car VW retro styling.
My name's Paul Cullen and I'm from a website called rule6.co.uk. Rule 6 people would be people that go against the grain. We drive our cars, we enjoy them, we have fun. This is my van, my 1977 VW panel van. Spent about 5 years restoring this bus. It had been burnt out previously in a fire in 1980. Prior to that, it was a potato delivery van in North Donegal. We've rebuilt the bus from the ground up. It's been bare metalled, it's been completely custom painted and customised. Internally, we've built a new interior for it. The cab divider's been built with the red glass. It's an electric window in there. In the front cab, we've done a full custom dashboard. It's got the gauge panel from an early Porsche 911.
Rule 6 consider they are a creative bunch.
When you do an S, you're rotating the brush.
So they've invited English hot rod artist Nefarious to give lessons in pinstriping.
Start again, you're up straight again, and you're tipping it over.
Pinstriping is a custom car art form which grew from coach lining. It developed in the hot rod scene of the 1950s and 60s. As they find out, it's not as easy as it looks.
I'm trying to keep the line straight, but they don't seem to want to. They seem to want to go this way. Maybe I need to tilt that like that. There, that's better.
My name's Colin. I drive a 1973 Volkswagen camper van. I drive it because I built it. I got it as a bare shell and spent about a year restoring it. I got into Volkswagens and custom culture way back when I was a bit younger. I would describe myself as a petrolhead, absolutely. Most of my spare time spent around or underneath my Volkswagen or my old Porsche or somebody else's Volkswagen.
I love it. Don't tell anyone, but I would do it for free if I could.
Am I a petrolhead? I have petrol in my veins instead of blood. It's what we do. A lot of people go clubbing at the weekends. A lot of people go shopping at the weekends. We're under cars.
Well, I've arrived safe and well after a lovely drive to Portrush and getting the surf beach vibe from the Rule 6 folks. But this is definitely not bikini weather. The Rule 6 convoy has arrived and begins setting up for the day. There's a real selection of cars at this show. The Subaru boys are out in force, along with a bunch of motors from North Coast Cruise. That was a great drive up here. I felt like Little Miss Sunshine in this vehicle. Tell me, what exactly do you do for a living then, Brett?
I export and import VW buses here.
Okay, just VW buses or...?
Mainly VW buses, but if somebody wants something else and they want me to find something for them, I can do that for them also.
That's what I wanted to know. I think I'm going to get myself a fancy car from California.
It works for me.
Tell me about this car. How old is it?
This is a 1965 VW Combi with a camper kit in it.
And what's the history behind this vehicle?
This vehicle I sourced in California. It was green when we bought it, and the gentleman that bought it from me wanted it painted this beige gray over sealing wax red, and that's what we did. We customized it for him.
What about mileage in these cars?
It'll probably get about 25 miles to the gallon UK mileage.
That's great, Brett. Lovely chatting with you. Here on Petrolheads, as you know, we love a bit of a challenge. This is the Bangor Cruise, and this is the Larne Massive. I've issued them with the challenge to turn an ordinary car into something fantastic. All the guys involved here are car enthusiasts, and they have been working their fingers to the bone, and their efforts are going to be judged by you, the punters. No pressure, boys. Bangor Crews are modifying a Vauxhall Tigra into a surf-style pickup truck. So far, the car's been stripped, the wheels have arrived, the arches are being flared, and the pickup section of the rear has been designed. They're 2 months into the 4-month timescale, and they are still rubbing down.
My only problem is my hair is absorbing all this dust like a great big sponge.
Because they've removed the entire back section of the Tigra, they need to weld a metal plate to form the cab section.
We could use this private time to make fun of Lee. Weapon of mass distraction. He's mostly the reason why most of us stand around doing nothing.
There's still plenty of time to mess around, although Rocco does look tired.
To infinity and beyond. Come on, reach.
So far we're on schedule, even though there's not that much long to go before it has to be officially finished. But we've decided pretty much the whole car's in everybody's heads what way they're going to look like. Not sure if it's going to be exactly the same as everybody else's, but it is definitely